I have a picture of a bowl, a vessel, and it has been broken, but it's been repaired, and all the pieces have been stuck back together, though you can still see where the cracks are. And a hot water or hot liquid is being poured into it, but the vessel retains all the liquid within it, even though it has been damaged, maybe even broken beyond repair in some people's minds, and yet it holds firm. The question in relation to how it stays together is what is binding these broken pieces together. And this does correspond with the question around healing and being vessels attuned to the healing energy of light and love. What binds the broken pieces together? I can sense someone coming forward to speak. I think it's maybe the same presence from last week, or certainly from the same realm, but I'll let them speak now. It has become the practice of many on your earth to jettison, to throw away that which is seen as broken, and perhaps be unable to be repaired. But to throw away such things is to throw away a gift and opportunity. It is and can be short-sighted to not understand and see the power and healing energy that is required to bring things together into a new form, but to retain its purpose and service in this world of yours is indeed obtainable and is not to be neglected or forgotten. You are all vessels. You all contain within you the divine light from Source. Do not be too quick to condemn those who are judged as being broken, perhaps even have a slight chip, or have been fully shattered, but rather see the opportunity to bring together through love and bind things together through hope. This indeed is the glue that brings these pieces together. This also requires the conscious decision to forgive when necessary. See that as an opportunity to journey and grow, not as an instantaneous moment in time, but a path. Seek the love that does bind all together. Reflect, work on inner journeys to discover where there may be cracks, fissures, chips in your own vessel. The broken vessel that has been repaired, restored through love and care and patience and generosity of spirit, is a powerful source, a powerful vessel that continues to contain, indeed, overflow with the blessings of divine source, divine light, divine love. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Is it true that these vessels are chipped, shattered, and broken through fear?
There can be acts by others that are motivated through fear, which do cause harm to those who are on the receiving end of another's anger, another's frustrations, another's bigotry. These afflictions are not to be forgotten, but are to be understood in the light of what they are, and that this harm is often caused through fear, but also sometimes there are those who act out of pure malice and hatred. Both situations create and set in place a journey for the person who, as a vessel, has been harmed. This requires great courage and great love. It is often said that when you come to this earth, that you have chosen your path and you have chosen this life. And that in part is true. And yet it does not excuse the acts of violence that do create these strains and stresses and these cracks. But it then becomes part of your journey to heal and to seek those who can assist you and help you in your healing. For all have a crack or a chip in the vessel. And those who have been able to allow themselves to heal through the power of light and love have much to offer. This also doesn't take away of the power and beauty of those and caring healing professions. The surgeons, the nurses, the doctors, the care workers, they too all help assist in the healing process. Does this answer your question?
Yes, I would like to ask another. May I?
Of course.
Is it true when we attune ourselves to the light and the love of the universe to help others that do not understand that the universe is full of love and light, can this still heal them, raise their vibration, help them love themselves, and know that they are worthy of healing?
Yes, it is a great challenge, an earthly challenge, to sometimes trust in the ability of the healing power of love. And this love can come in many ways and many forms. It can be administered through, as you understand it, modern medicine, and even from ancient cultures and traditions from the past. There is much there to be gained, but also the gentle healing power of touch, or the listening ear, or the coming alongside of those who may not feel that they are worthy of healing, or that it is a possibility. Of course, this must all be understood in the sphere of the earthly existence, which also encompasses aging and eventually death. But as we know, death is a new beginning, a new start. It isn't the end. It isn't a conclusion of everything. The call for all on earth is to move towards light and love. And in this energy, yes, there is healing, there is wisdom, there is great teaching. Does this answer your question, dear friend?
Yes, it does. I am reminded of the sometimes miraculous healings we see even upon this earth through ascended masters and others. And I hope that each of us plays a part in such events if it happens to us. In other words, this is not coming from just outside, but from within the patient as well.
Yes, there are choices and such matters. There are those who have felt that they don't wish to move forward, or perhaps they have chosen that it's time for them to pass over. There are those who struggle for a long time with health issues. They are not to be judged, of course, but this is part of their journey. And we also understand that the issue and question around healing is a very layered question. There is much to be explored. There is so much to be offered as well as understood. There has been in your world such great advances in science and medicine, but also the recognition of people's own eternal healing power to share in different ways. For the person who is ill, it is always a struggle that cannot be denied, and it is not a judgment on them, particularly when they are very ill or they are suffering in any way. The world within which you live has, of course, many peaks and troughs in life, and for some it can be a long, drawn-out path of sometimes incredible suffering. Their journey is one where it is called that those who gather round should come alongside such people, not to stand in judgment, but to simply just be present in their lives, be of support, a listening ear. In some religions, unfortunately, it has been taught in your world that those who are suffering or those who are going through periods of ill health, that perhaps they have done something wrong in their life or even in a previous one. It is not a matter of doing anything wrong. The human existence is one of experience, and for some this experience can also mean that there is pain and suffering. Each of you are called to be compassionate. Each of you are called to be responsible partners in the loving acts of the divine. All are vessels, all indeed are able to hold within them some element of the precious spirit of love and light, and the binding glue that brings all these pieces together. It may be over time that the vessel doesn't completely come together as one, but the vessel is still a vessel. It was created in love. It contains love. It is love.
thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today. We thank you.
We thank you for your desire and your courage to ask these questions. You stand within a circle where there is no judgment, no shame, no guilt. These are important questions to be constantly explored within your lives, within the world upon which you exist, and indeed upon the universe in which we all exist. We come in peace. We come in love. We give thanks to you. Thank you. We thank you.
I'm glad you're here. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.